Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Demsey McKean knocks out a guy I'd never heard of before, a German fellow by the name of PATRICK KORTE, K-O-R-T-E, Korte, I think it's pronounced. And this PATRICK KORTE, 6'3", 38 years old. So you're thinking this has got to be a manufactured record. And when I went over to BoxRec, I had a look at it. Domestic level, not quite European level, but yeah, he hadn't fought any people who were tearing up trees, but he came with, like I say, a glossy record. Did get a draw in his last fight, which was in June, I think, of this year, with a guy who was 11-3-1. So, I don't know. He got knocked out in 2 rounds by a journeyman 4 years ago, I think it was. So, he didn't promise much, and this was for the IBF Intercontinental Heavyweight title, whatever that is, which was vacant. And really, it was a showcase for McKean on the Brisbane show. And, that's fair enough. But it was surprisingly... No, it wasn't competitive, really. But it was an interesting test for McKean, because what Korte did was he kind of recognised that against the bigger man, McKean is... I think he's 33 years old, so he's younger, but he's also 3 inches taller, and he's just bigger in all dimensions. Korte thought, I can't outbox this guy. I'm just going to go for him. He tore after him and just started slinging punches, huge hooks, really. There was no technique. And, yeah, McKean was... It was almost a case of Korte saying, look, I can't outbox you, but I'm going to rough you up. I'm going to throw every dirty trick in the book at you, and it's up to you to contain me and to beat me if you can. And it did take McKean... a couple of rounds, probably, I don't know, 3 rounds maybe, to get going. And yeah, it was, eventually he got the job done. I mean, Korte was coming in slinging these huge hooks, no technique whatsoever. What's interesting is that McKean is trained by Kevin Mitchell, the former British fighter, retired fighter, who was, I think, British champ, fought for a world title a couple of times, had a great fight with Jorge Linares. I don't really see McKean, even though I think he's rated 10th, was it, in the WBO. Maybe you can manoeuvre him into a position where he's fighting for a world title, but I don't really see him, to be honest, as a world-class heavyweight. Decent enough. I like the fact that he was thinking in there, even though Korte was putting it on him for, 2-3 rounds, and obviously using up huge gulps of energy doing so. Nevertheless, I thought McKean, yeah, he was thinking in there. He was landing a few body punches. He was outworking the guy eventually. I don't think he won all the rounds, to be honest. Ideally, you wanted to see McKean sticking Korte on the end of the jab and then hanging everything off the jab. He didn't really do that, to be honest. It took him a couple of rounds to get going. I think if McKean if he's got pretensions of being world class, you want to put him in with a Chisora. I'm not convinced he'd beat Chisora. I think Chisora would probably beat him, or maybe a Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's punch resistance is on the wane, to put it mildly. But yeah, no, I think Whyte would probably knock out Demsey McKean. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not. It wasn't bad. I don't want to sound too down on the guy. I just don't happen to think he's going to be world class, or it certainly isn't world class as far as I'm concerned. But the fight ended anyway and I think it was a case of Korte had thrown everything he possibly could. He hit the floor in the 3rd round, really sort of almost out of the blue, really. I mean, McKean landed a couple of very good body punches, which probably hurt him more than the headshots. And Korte went on the floor, made an effort I don't think he really wanted to get up. He sort of half got up, then he fell down sideways. I think that was more a case of, come on, stop the fight, I've had enough of this. He just knackered himself out with a complete lack of technique and using up energy in a sort of, throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at the opponent and see if he goes early, and if he doesn't, I'm fucked. So it proved. So it's a win for McKean. He picks up one of those secondary belts, gets him ranked. Over in 3 rounds. Towards the end of the 3rd round, the knockout came. But the jury's still out for me. You know, he's all right, good luck to the guy, but nah, I don't see him as a world-class proposition. He's 33. I think is he 33? I think he is 33, but I don't really see him going on to win a world title. But he can have a career, you know, European level, not European, excuse me, Australian level, regional level maybe in his part of the world. But no, wasn't that impressed, to be honest with you. Anyway, leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Building up the channel, nearly at 1,000 subscribers. And of course, thanks for your time as always. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button. That helps the channel too. We'll speak again soon. Bye for now.